Okay, so we know how to make the call, we know what to say on the call, we understand how to overcome a lot of the objections, especially when they're buying signals. But Steve, what if I come up against an objection that we didn't cover in this training, right? Something you haven't given me. Well, let's go old school. Let's go old school back to early 80s when I first learned this, and that is aim. We're going to aim for our goals. When there's an objection we cannot overcome, we're going to aim for it. In this case, we're going to aim for the appointment, right? That's my only goal when I'm on the phone with someone, is an appointment that shows. And what aim stands for is we're going to acknowledge, we're going to ignore, and we're going to move on whatever their objection is. We're going to acknowledge their objection. We're going to agree with their concern, right? When you acknowledge a customer's objection, a lot of times they think you answered it. They really do. Then I'm going to ignore their objection. I'm going to redirect their concern to something else. And finally, I'm going to move on and set the appointment. Now, this is Discipline 101. Let me show you how it works with a typical objection, which is, well, I'm not coming in till you tell me how much you're going to give me for my trade. Well, I'm going to acknowledge that. I'm going to say, I understand, Mr. Jones, that you'd like to know exactly what your vehicle is worth before you arrive for your appointment. And that it would be great to have that information before arriving at the dealership. I acknowledged it. I agreed with the concern. Now I'm going to ignore it. However, only a trained appraiser knows what your Cherokee is worth, and it'd be irresponsible for a dealer to give you that information over the phone without first inspecting your vehicle. That's ignoring it. I redirected it. Now finally, I'm going to move on and set the appointment. I do, however, have 2 appointments open this afternoon with my appraiser. I've got a 12:15 and a 12:45. Which one of those works better for you? By the way, when we talk about not giving a value on the phone, it truly is irresponsible to give a value on a vehicle sight unseen. It really is, because again, we can only lowball them or lie to them. But it's important that we don't say it in a way that turns the customer off. Listen to these 2 ways that I'm going to explain it. One person, I say to him, it would be irresponsible for a dealer to give that information over the phone because only a trained appraiser knows what your vehicle is worth. How about this? What if I said to him, it's our policy here at Stawning Jeep not to value trades over the phone? Which one sounds like I'm working for the customer, and which one sounds like I'm an entrenched car dealer unwilling to give information? See, the latter sounds terrible, but the former, where I said it's irresponsible for a dealer to give that information over the phone because only a trained appraiser knows what your vehicle is worth, sounds like I'm talking about all dealerships. Instead of saying something silly like it's our policy here at Stawning Jeep, it's not our policy. It's irresponsible for a dealer to give you that information over the phone without first inspecting your vehicle because only a trained appraiser knows what your vehicle is worth. And I do, however, have 2 appointments open this afternoon with my appraiser. I've got a 12:15 and a 12:45. Which one works better for you?